our friend, Pastor Scott, Brother Scott McCown, who'll be doing the morning prayer, by the way, this morning a little after 8. He says his wife, Amy, has baked some fresh banana bread. And this morning she baked fresh white bread. She bakes her own white bread? Oh, man, does she have a single sister? That's incredible. He says if they're a jelly to the station when I come in to do the prayer. Is there room? We'll make room. Come on. Are you kidding me? Boy, it's starting to look like a really good day. And a really good week. Back to school, of course. University classes start tomorrow. They're all back. And high school has started here. And it's a big football rivalry game this week. They open the season. Hillcrest High at Tuscaloosa County High. That's pretty big, right? That is this Friday night at 7 o'clock. Yep, game week for all of the parents and students, players, everybody. County High, DC's alma mater, hosting Hillcrest, and they're always good. So we will see. County High would love to beat Hillcrest to get this season started on the right foot because they've had some tough seasons. So, I'm getting some more information here regarding the baked goods. I will be there around 7:30. Brother Scott McCown says, I'm at the church building now. Well, we thank you so much for that, and especially your beautiful wife, Amy, who could win an award for baking. If there were a baking competition, and there are, we should enter her because she would win the award. It wouldn't even be close. Hey, Don Hartley, I think you're listening back there in the newsroom. I want to mention this to you because you're the kind of guy that would be interested in it. I know you go all out decorating your yard for most all of the holidays. You get crazy for Thanksgiving and even crazier for Christmas. And I think you told me one time you like the big inflatables. Well, Lowe's has announced this morning they have a giant skeleton for sale. And I don't know how long these are going to last, but just in time for Halloween. So, Don, you may want to leave and rush down to Lowe's and pick you up a skeleton for your front yard. He needs to give his address sometime on the radio so you can all ride by and enjoy his decorations. Yeah, a giant skeleton on sale at Lowe's. Different Lowe's stores around the country. Just perfect for Hartley's yard.
Steve and DC Morning Show.
Steve and DC in the morning. There's a couple things going on here this morning. First of all, this show, you just never know not only what's going to happen on the radio, but off the radio, and without giving any names or outing anybody that doesn't.
But this is a heck of a phone call I've got here.
I just overheard DC talking to a fella who says, hey, look, I figure out how we need to, which way we need to go here.
In other words, he committed a really bad crime, okay?
Involving an underage girl.
Yes, and he said, look.
Did he go to jail for it?
So I got two stories on that. The first story, he said the charges were dropped. The second story, he said he did 2 years in jail for it. So
gotcha.
I'm a little confused. But he said, look now, yes, I did it. I was wrong. But I've cleaned up my act, and I can't get a job because you guys mentioned what I did in your newspaper there, the Tuscaloosa Thread, and everybody that Googles me, it comes back that, I did something really bad.
And he's asking us to take the article down so that he can now get a job.
So that he can get a job, which, I don't take that lightly because if we take something down like that, I want to know that we're not aiding and abetting somebody that's going to do that again, right?
Sure.
You don't want to help somebody.
But at the same time, if somebody is rehabilitated, if he did do any time or whatever for it, the charges were dropped, or the other story, he did 2 years in jail and he's paid his due to society, well, then he deserves a second chance.
Right. And I'm all for second chances. And
it was an exposure charge.
Right.
If you're wondering how big of a deal it was an exposure charge to a minor.
Right. That was it.
So that's the dilemma. Do you trust that he is straightened himself out and you want to remove that so he could get a job? Because, hey, look, now if it's on the internet, it's there forever in most cases.
Yeah. Or do we leave it up because, hey, maybe we should keep warning people about what he did.
I would pass the buck, turn it over to the editor-in-chief of the Tuscaloosa Thread, Steve Deathridge, and let him make the decision.
I probably will do that.
I mean, because
Although he'll probably call me and say, what should we do here?
There's no way to know if he would do it again. There's no way to know.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure he knows.
What would the pastor say at a time like this?
Pastor Scott McCown has walked in at just the right time, as he often does. Brother Scott McCown.
You're saying the right time. I'm not sure
is there a difference in a brother and a pastor?
We'll talk about that later.
Okay. I'm going to call you brother if you don't mind.
Brother's great. I prefer brother.
Brother Scott McCown, what do you make of this?
Well, I don't know the person. I know that God is gracious and God is forgiving. I don't know the legal system well enough to give advice in the legal system. I don't know if he's going to have to carry that title with him.
Like registration or something. I don't know how that works. Yeah.
So maybe at the very least a statement on the article that says, hey, this is a follow-up to this article, or in addition to this article, this person has...
Yes.
Yes. If that's the case, then this person has...
We could add an addendum to it. That's true.
Something along those lines. That way it's...
But isn't that like printing in the paper, Joe Schmuck doesn't beat his wife anymore?
Well, that could be possible. And, that's what I said, because, you need to check out the full legal issues before you just pull the article completely, because you may be assisting someone you don't need to assist. But at the same time, there's grace and forgiveness. So, it's a hard road to hoe.
I feel this is a dilemma, and then, man, I don't know which
way to go. Where's Miss Reno when we need him?
Yeah. Where is attorney? Said 900.
9,000.
909,000. Yeah. A number that's so easy to remember, I forgot.
Well, Steve, you didn't say what you think we should do. What do you think we should do?
I don't know.
It's a tough one, isn't it?
It is. It really is a tough one.
Because he's saying, I can't get my life back on track and
I
get a job.
Because people do research now and this stuff pops up.
Oh, yeah.
So I get that.
I do. I feel for him, and we make poor choices, and they do haunt us.
Which is why, going back to the poor choice, it's something you got to think about. Will this haunt me the rest of my life?
And, yes. So.
All right. Well,
I have a couple of words here, like moon over McFarland, so.
I know a guy that.
How dare you?
I know a guy that was haunted by that forever.
So,
this is the only job I could get.
So.
The only people that would hire you.
So, I'm just saying, we all make poor choices.
Yes.
And they're in the past, and we need to have the privilege to move forward. But we have to be careful from, your side of it as the publisher of an article, of making sure you're doing the right thing legally as well as respectfully of the person.
Right. And again, the charge was, based on what he said on the phone this morning,
exposure to a
13-year-old girl.
Yeah, to a minor.
Exposure to a minor, which, again, he said charges were dropped, but then he said he did 2 years in jail. So I don't know.
Yeah, so it's tricky. And
I think we pass it along to the editor of the Thread, and then take it under advisement and put it to thought and prayer.
There's only one other thing in closing I want to say is, isn't every man in jail framed and set up and innocent?
Pretty much. None of them did it.
Every one of them is like, I didn't do that.
But it's an interesting dilemma, isn't it?
It sure is. You never know what kind of phone calls we're going to get around here.
Right into the lap here early on a Tuesday morning. But the morning is looking up because Brother Scott is here. He will deliver our morning prayer and inspirational song a little after 8. And he came bearing baked goods thanks to his beautiful, lovely wife, Amy, who could open a bakery.
That's right. She could open a bakery, and I would be a customer frequently.
And I would not be the size I am.
What you got over there, Brother Scott?
Well, we have some banana bread that came out of the oven yesterday afternoon. Some fresh white bread that came out of the oven this morning at about 6:30.
Goodness.
Along with some of our blackberry jelly.
From fresh blackberries.
From the blackberries we picked this summer, yes.
And so on that note, we'll be back in a few minutes.
The Steve and DC Morning Show.
Another famous Steve and DC phone sham call on 95.3 The Bear.
Hello.
Hello, I need to speak with Mr. Probst.
You're talking to him?
Mr. Probst, good morning. This is Father Callahan calling.
Oh, uh-huh.
How are you?
Fine.
Good. Bless you, son. I need to speak with you about the wedding.
Oh, uh-huh.
Deacon Terry was called out. He was called out, and he will be gone. He's leaving, actually, this afternoon, will be gone through Tuesday of next week.
Uh-huh.
So I will step in and do the wedding tomorrow. Is that okay?
That's fine, as long as that wedding goes off tomorrow.
Sure. Not a problem in the least. I do need to speak with you about a couple of things. I've been a father for several years, and I've done several weddings. Now, your bride-to-be is Melba, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. I will need to meet with both of you this evening.
Oh, that's impossible, Father.
How is that impossible?
That because we got a funeral to go to tonight.
Oh, I can go with the both of you.
No, you're not going to the funeral parlor with us. This is ridiculous. We've got friends that passed away.
I've done many funerals.
I understand that, but I don't really think you know these people, and I really don't think you need to go to this funeral parlor with these people.
Simmer down now. Let me say that I think it is best for you and Melba if I speak with the both of you, ask a few questions, so that tomorrow we really have a proper wedding.
Father, we have gone through every question, every request, every requirement that has been put before us.
Right, I understand.
And to bring this up,
yes,
the day before the wedding is unthinkable.
Well, I understand, but these are my requirements.
I'll tell you what, Father, I'll call you back.
Well, okay, before you do that, let me just tell you the last thing that I'm going to need. There is, have you thought about the music for the wedding?
The music is set.
Okay. There's one additional song that I would like sung. And this is, at every wedding that I do, I have this piece of music performed. This was something that some of the children in the church started with me several years ago. Right at the end of the ceremony, I want everyone to sing a special song. It goes like this. Father Callahan had many sons, and many sons had Father Callahan. Grab Ed. Hey, Ed?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, Father. Oh, he is. Did you hear how he is fit to be tied?
He
hung up. He made it through about the first two lines of Father Callahan, and he hung up. Frightening thing is, he's trying to call the deacon, the church, right now. As soon as they answer, Ed, you better jump in there fast. All right, bro?
I will.
Hey, Ed, how well do you know Tom?
Well enough to where he could kill me.
He knows where you live, huh?
Yeah.
When they answer, you take it, Ed.
Okay. Hello, Tom? Yeah. What you doing? This Terry? No, this is Ed. Yeah, you son of a...
Hey, Tom?
You son of a gun, you. I'm going to kill you, Eddie. What? Tom, I'm just trying to show you my love as a future father. I'm telling you, Eddie. You son of a gun, you. Tom, it's all done in love. You know I love you. I know you do, but you drive me crazy.
Hey, by the way, Tom.
Yeah.
Father Callahan not only wanted to come over tonight, he was going to ask if he could sleep between you and Melba.
Yeah, I bet he would. Eddie, you crazy fool. I just called that Terry.
No. What did he say?
He didn't answer the phone.
This is the Stephen D.C. Show.
Stephen D.C. in the morning.
What a voice.
Brother Scott hanging out with us. And
Dude, I want to thank you for playing Randy Travis the last few days. Man, I've been listening, and it's like every morning there's another Randy Travis song. I'm like, thank you.
I know. They found some unreleased Randy Travis they're coming out with, too, which is great.
Oh, man, yeah.
Man, I hate that he can't make new music anymore because of the stroke. What a loss for us.
Yeah.
So, DC, someone has sent us a story about one of the data centers. You know, that's the hot controversy right now.
Yes, I'm thinking of opening one.
Are you? Well,
Yes.
DC could stand for
Data center. I'm opening one in Northport. It's the Northport, D.C.
Okay. All right. Well, you're going to take those calls and letters, right?
Yes.
Because here they come.
Keep them coming.
So, Brookwood, it's a big controversy. They got a special meeting about it on September 2nd.
I haven't heard anything about that.
Where there are now 2 possible data centers coming. And in other cities, the same thing all over the state of Alabama and beyond. But a data center company planning to open a $14 billion campus in Bessemer has committed to fund a new yearly scholarship for local high school graduates an $8 million college scholarship fund for Bessemer students.
Really?
So are they trying to bribe the citizens to say, hey, let us in, and here's what we'll do for the kids?
I mean, it works for the state lotteries, so.
Yeah, why not?
Interesting.
Don Hartley asked me this morning, as I was saying I didn't have a problem with data centers. His next question was, have you ever lived near one? And I said, well, no. I didn't even know what one was until a couple of weeks ago. Never even used the words together, data center.
Yeah.
Now that it's become such a thing and a potential thing, he said that there is a high, shrill noise, according to Don, that comes from these data centers that drives some people crazy.
Well,
and it drives animals crazy.
You sure that's not his wife?
I think he's pretty sure.
With my tinnitus, I wouldn't hear it.
No,
anyway,
yeah. I've worn loud headphones for so many years, Brother Scott. I wouldn't hear it either.
What I have to say about data centers, I know there's controversy, but if you use any type of search engine, if you use any type of AI, if you use any type of cloud to store your stuff, you depend on data centers. So to fight them is fighting the technology we have today. So
right.
If you don't want them, then get rid of your smartphones, get rid of your computers, get rid of your streaming services that you watch television on.
I think it's not that we don't want them, we just don't want them in our neighborhood, right?
Well, but they got to be somewhere. And the other thing is, I don't see how these are any different from the decades of server farms that we've had in America.
And that's really what they are. Is they're just a new form of the server farm.
It makes no sense to me.
I think we're afraid of what we don't understand.
Well, that's true.
And it's new to all of us.
I'm very fearful.
And I don't want necessarily one in my backyard yet.
Right.
Until I really know. But, so I understand, but we need to really realize what they are.
But the problem is people are forgetting. They're letting people put up 25 Gs. They're putting all these cell phone towers that we know are killing our brains right in their back of their properties at their house, everywhere.
I wouldn't want that either.
No, that's worse than the data center.
Yeah.
A data center.
I don't know. We're all going to die.
Center.
We're all going to die.
He's finally becoming Southern Russia.
I think cornbread's rubbing off on him. Bob. Yeah, he's from South Russia now.
Yes.
We like that.
I mean, they say that they consume 5 million gallons of water and
not true.
All that stuff. I think
all that's been debunked.
There is a lot of misinformation out there about them.
Yes.
That now lives a life of its own on the good old internet, but powered by data centers.
If it's on the internet, it's true.
Right.
Yes, I think so.
Absolutely it is.
Hey, y'all remember Columbia House?
Yes.
Did y'all ever...
I still owe them for a few tapes. So
do I.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I imagine DC too. And we're to blame for this. This morning, this just announced Columbia House has announced that they are finally shutting their doors.
They're still in business?
I had no idea they were still even in business.
Wait, I mean... I think it was Boston Third Stage was the last tape I got from them. So.
Yeah, exactly.
That'll be worth something one day. 12 cassettes or CDs for a penny. That's how they got you.
I can't believe that.
For a penny, you could get your 12 to start with, and you thought, wow, that's a lot.
And they've still...
Third Stage, Huey Lewis Sports. What else was in that package?
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like most all of us did it. And poor old Columbia House. I can see the ads right now,
Yeah, I can't believe they are still around to even shut their doors.
Haven't heard anything out of them for a long time.
No, that was like 1985. I mean, Third Stage was 1986.
They announced today that they're finally shutting their doors because a lot of us didn't pay our bill.
Well, it's about time.
But it was a bait and switch because you'd get your 12 cassettes and stuff, and then they'd send you those postcards, and if you didn't say, no, I do not want this, and respond,
right,
they'd send it to you, and it would be added to a bill that, would come.
I've been making payments on it, so, yeah, I just,
Did you put a little something on it?
I put a little something on. I'd send them a penny a month, just to stay on top of it. Speaking of money, have you seen this $20 burrito deal on TikTok? I mean,
no.
You're a TikToker.
I'm a talker, but I've missed that one.
It all started with one guy who posted, "Hey, what's the deal with these $20 burritos?"
Who's selling $20 burritos?
Well, I hate,
we can't say it. It rhymes with Lapotle.
Yes, it rhymes with
nicely done,
Zerotely. So yeah, if you go get one there, and granted they're big. So, they claim, well, you're paying for the size of it.
Okay.
It's about $19.87.
Especially with all the add-ons.
Yeah. And if you get a drink, you got to have a drink. So by the time you get your bill, it's about $20. And so that's what that guy was saying. He's like, hey, what is the deal with these $20 burritos and other things that are getting so expensive? For example, I went to a what they call a fast casual counter service burger place the other night.
A fast casual counter. I'm all for that.
And it was, for two of us, it was about $65.
Yeah,
Well,
because
I
you
had
buy
this-
the burger, you buy the fries.
But I had the same order delivered by DoorDash, and it was $293.
I mean, and I forget how many guys there were at that place. There's 3 or 4 or 5 guys.
I think it's 5.
5 guys, yeah.
But boy, that's good. And thanks
it
to
was
you.
great.
But you know what? You came in here talking about how good it was. Guess what I had delivered, honestly, yesterday for dinner? Five Guys.
Yeah.
And it was buy one,
fantastic.
get one free, though.
Oh, well, that's
They
nice.
had the
huh?
big cheeseburgers, buy one, get one free. And then I love their French fries, man. They give you so many.
They didn't have that when I was in there. The buy one, get one must be a Monday thing.
And they screwed my order up because they put a chocolate shake in there, large chocolate shake.
How did they do that?
I was going to call them and complain, but I didn't.
But that's a little ridiculous. The price is a bit ridiculous.
They are proud of their food, but it is good.
It is. It is fantastic. And then you've got coffee shops. I mean, here's somebody who says they were recently in a well-known coffee place. And God forbid they ordered a bagel with their coffee.
Right.
And the bill was $35.
Coffee and a bagel.
Coffee and a bagel,
Yeah.
$35.
And
That's a little much.
I mean, I can go to these fancy coffee places, these places you drive through
That we all like.
that we all like, and then I've got a couple of them on my phone where
Yeah.
I can just pay on my phone.
We do too.
I can get a coffee for $3 because it's coffee.
But you're just getting
coffee.
black coffee,
Well,
right?
yeah, I'm just getting black coffee.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
low
with you.
calorie. It's low calorie, low fat. You know.
And it's hard to screw it up.
You and
Yeah.
Steve get black coffee, but a lot of the,
My
others-
problem at the fancy places, though, y'all, is it's hard to order black coffee because nowhere on the thing does it say black coffee.
No.
There's 500 selections. They're all got fancy, long, goofy names.
Well, and then they use Italian. You got the Vente, the Dasalusne.
See, I'm intimidated by all that.
Yeah,
Many times I will just say, I just like a plain, large black coffee.
Yeah, and
It's
I
grande.
this one lady, the one that's in the lobby at DCH. Years ago, I'd go up there and I was going to see somebody and I'd go in and I'd get a coffee from that place. And she goes, "You just want a cup of Joe?" I said, "You got it.
That's it.
That's what I want."
Cup of
Yeah.
Joe. That's
Yeah.
exactly right. Me too. Simple.
Somebody else said they went to see Spider-Man over this past weekend. One person, they got a popcorn and a drink, $60.
What? How big was the popcorn and drink?
And I'm guessing they did not get the discounts I get when I go in because of my gray hair.
I'm guessing they didn't. No,
those. I
no.
can't wait till I cross that line.
And I don't know if that probably was an IMAX ticket.
Oh well, yeah,
Because I think if you see Spider-Man
box or something.
here in Tuscaloosa, it's I don't think it's only playing on IMAX. Maybe.
But for $60, you ought to be able to fly with Spider-Man. I mean, come on.
I mean, that's $60
And
for
a popcorn and a drink. I mean, that's crazy. One person.
a
No.
movie ticket and a
that's-
soda.
that's nuts.
And you end up paying $60. Soda truck was at work yesterday. Someone else says it was $8 for a small soda with a couple splashes of flavored syrup.
That's what did it.
And of course, that they turned the iPad around and wanted me to tip. Yes, I'm so tired of that iPad being flipped around. Would you like to tip, sir? No,
But
I wouldn't.
everybody's got to make a living.
I wouldn't like to tip. You didn't do anything. Like, why should everyone get tipped now? I don't understand that.
I know. They make you feel guilty.
Tip was it's to ensure promptness.
That's right.
It was for, service.
Used to be.
Extra things that people do.
Yeah, extra special service.
I'm going to speak for the workers here. If they would pay wait staff
You're right,
appropriately, tips would not necessarily have to be
But they live
what
on-
they are. But they
rely
live
on
on these
this.
tips because I don't know if you know, but a lot of the wait staff here in our area are only making $2 or $3 an hour.
That's
yeah.
right. They
But
rely
They're
on
not
tips.
making minimum wage.
I have no problem tipping restaurant workers at all. But I'm talking about these places now that aren't restaurants that you go to where they flip the iPad around.
Like at the dentist where they flip it around, for the tip.
Leave us a tip here. I mean, come on, everybody.
Do y'all tip your hairdressers?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
I took a picture to a hairdresser several years ago here in Tuscaloosa. I'll never forget it. Y'all are going to laugh, but it was a picture from the movie Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze. And I said to her, I want this haircut, and if you can match this haircut, I'll pay you a $50 tip. I told her that at the very beginning. Mm-hmm. And she said, honey, I'm going to tell you now, I'm not getting that $50. I said, what do you mean you can't duplicate the haircut? She goes, well, maybe. She said, but you ain't no Patrick Swayze.
I can't turn you into Patrick Swayze, so that's a shame. That's a shame. And
I got up and stomped out of there. I haven't been to Great Clips since.
And then Chris says that he took his wife, daughter, and her boyfriend to a Bama baseball game earlier this year. It was for the four of them with 4 beers and a hot dog, $96.
Okay, so 4 people, $96, and plus and that's the tickets to get in too.
I'm assuming, but he just mentions the food, so he might just be talking about the concession stand.
Yeah, because usually that's an enjoyable, economical, a family thing you could do that won't cost you too much.
I think he's just talking concessions.
Oh, okay, well those beers were probably $20 a piece.
Yeah, the beers are pretty crazy.
You could save yourself money right there.
Yes.
Get ready for football season and going to see Alabama play football and what that's going to cost you.
Listen, it's getting
a
bad.
Stadium dog is great.
And I know
I love it.
There are some of you that will know exactly what I'm talking about, but it's getting bad when you order a DoorDash order and it asks you if you want to use Affirm and make payments on it. What? I'm going to make payments on my DoorDash now?
I think that's a great service.
The Steve and DC Morning Show.